Cast iron plant is a plant which has good reputations in every household because it easily grows and it requires less care. Why I am saying that this plant is all-in-one, a full package, because it requires very less maintenance. It can grow even with less sunlight or no direct sunlight. In winters it requires very less water and care. Only give it water when its soil gets dry. That you can find out by touching the soil below 2 inch with your finger whether soil is dry or not. It is a type of houseplant or flowering perennial. It is from Convaleriaceae family. How cast iron plants easily survive in many conditions makes it stand out among other household plants. The name of cast iron plant in the language of science is Aspidistra elaceae. Its common name is cast iron plant or barroom plant. The plant is often found here in Japan and Taiwan Islands. These plants are basically indoors. Without much care it can survive. It can grow, but make sure to put this plant in the right location where there is no direct sunlight reflected on plants. Either put it in the partial shade or full shade. It can grow where other expensive plants fail to flourish. It can grow in difficult situations and conditions. How to grow cast iron plant? To perfectly grow this plant it needs no direct sunlight and water needs are fulfilled in a week or two, as they mostly live under the shade, so less watering requirement. This plant tells a story where other plants fail, it alone survives. This plant remains so green even with no sunlight. These plants, Aspidistra elaceae, are always planted under trees when they are planted in outdoor land. Often, this plant also produces a flower of purple color, which is on the surface soil. You never see it because it gets hidden due to its leaves. Whether cold weather or extreme hot summer, it doesn't matter to the plant, but it grows and survives. These plants are highly tolerant in all weather conditions. Major issues come when people put it in direct sunlight or they watered it a couple of times, and you know what these plants dislike: the water getting trapped on soil for a longer time period. In older Aspidistra elaceae you can cut off the rhizome's lower stem. That can be used to give the plant another life in case your plant gets all dried because of absence of water. Here is the tips on how to grow cast iron plant. Water. It needs less water when it is put in a low light area. Generally this plant needs water once every 8th or 10th day. Make sure to check 60% water on soil is dry before watering. Light. Its leaves will change to brown when put in direct sunlight. Make sure it gets filtered light or no sunlight. Just like plants grow under the tree, it is the same whether you need your home shed or indoor to grow properly. Temperature. It can survive in 45 degrees Fahrenheit to 75 degrees Fahrenheit temperature. Mostly they can grow in many different climate and they don't really care about warm or humidity. Just like other plants, it can be growing in heavy cold. There you need to protect this plant with frost blanket or warm room temperature. Fertilizer. When the plant starts growing, mix fertilizer every month for its better growth. Humidity. It doesn't matter much, normal household humidity is good. It will not grow in high level of humidity, so extra care in winters, as you know that is the time when any plant can freeze. Soil. Use potting soil if you put this plant Aspidistra elaceae indoors. Use compost with a pH value from 5.4 to 6.4. If you want to grow it outside, it can grow in both sandy or clay soil. Pests. Use a solution of mineral oil, alcohol, biodegradable liquid soap and water. Mix it well and use it to kill the pests that are present in cast iron plants. Spider mites and mealybugs are two of them. These pests eat portions of leaves and it stops the photosynthesis process of the plant that can ruin the plant growth. Pruning. No need to prune the cast iron plant. It doesn't require it. Repotting. Repotting plants every once a year is necessary. Plants need fresh soil and fresh compost to grow further. In case of cast iron plant, it can go without repotting. Only repotting needed if you think your pot is too small for the plant.